What if the hum of the universe carries a truth we've forgotten? Deep in the shadows of a locked New York room, a dusty valise whispers secrets no one was meant to hear. A forbidden recording, a voice from the past, unveiling 7 frequencies of the soul, stages that bind us to the cosmos and foretell humanity's fate. Dare to listen, for once you do, the world you know will never be the same. Step through the veil. The light is waiting. It starts with a whisper, soft, like a breeze from a distant galaxy, a tremor that stirs the soul from its mortal coil. The first frequency, awakening, is no gentle rousing, but a descent into a dream, thick, heavy, like moving through molten glass. The soul, newly freed from flesh, floats in a fog, blind to its own departure. It searches for the familiar, a lover's laugh, the scent of rain, the pulse of life, but finds only echoes, warped like reflections in a shattered mirror. These are not memories, but fragments, clinging, desperate to anchor the spirit. Here, the soul does not grasp its death. It drifts, sluggish, through a realm shaped by its fears, a mosaic of regrets, half-spoken promises, moments left undone. Some see their old home, doors sealed, lights cold. Others tread endless paths, hearing calls they cannot reach. The air presses, dense, as if resisting every step. They chase a light, a guide, but it splinters, revealing only their deepest dread, abandonment, betrayal, the terror of fading away. Awakening is a trial, not of pain, but of sight. It holds a mirror to the soul's denial, stark, unyielding. Many linger, years, lifetimes, caught in cycles of their own weaving, replaying what they cannot mend. A parent seeks a child, lost, unaware both are gone. A dreamer runs from a choice never made. They cannot see, will not, for to awaken is to surrender the illusion of earth. Yet a hum rises, faint, persistent, like a star's pulse. Some souls catch it, pausing, sensing a rift in the haze. To advance they must release not life, but the lie that life defined them. This is the first leap, brutal, raw, into the unknown. Those who cling stay trapped, their whispers fading into the void. Tesla's voice, etched in that hidden tape, speaks with quiet fire. The first frequency is a question, he said. Do you dare to wake? Most do not, cannot. But for those who do, the hum grows, a thread to the next frequency, where the soul begins to see. The journey unfolds, and the truth, sharp, strange, waits. The hum strengthens, a rhythm that thrums in the soul's depths, drawing it from awakening's fog into a crucible of searing truth. The second frequency, reflection, is no soft gaze but a furnace, fierce, unsparing. The soul no longer roams alone, haunted by its own shadows. It is cast into the hearts of others every life it touched, cherished, harmed, overlooked. The view shifts, dizzying, as if the cosmos rewrites your story through their eyes. This is not memory, but reliving. You feel your life as others did. The cut of your careless words, now a wound in your core. The kindness you gave, unnoticed, surges as light, overwhelming. You taste the grief of a friend you wronged, the spark of a stranger you lifted, the silent ache of one you passed by. Every deed, every silence, ripples back, a storm of consequence. The soul reels, naked, unable to flee the weight of its own creation. There is no hiding, no turning away, for the eyes belong to those you met. Reflection is agony, Tesla's voice murmurs on the tape, heavy with knowing. Here the soul finds repentance, or it crumbles, lost to nothingness. Some shrink, yearning for awakening's blur, preferring its numbness to this raw clarity. Others endure, transformed, seeing beauty in their errors, strength in their fleeting good. This is the furnace's gift, forging wisdom from pain, love from sorrow. The trial is merciless, exposing not just actions, but omissions, The love you withheld, the courage you buried, the moments you turned away. These absences sting sharper than mistakes, heavier than guilt. The soul stands, judged by itself, not by a distant deity, its light dimmed or kindled by its choices. Tesla warned, his words taught. This frequency is a turning point. To move on, the soul must embrace its truth, not reject it. For those who prevail, the hum softens, resonant, like a distant call. They step toward the third frequency, carrying their reflections, not as chains, but as beacons, lighting the way. Those who falter remain, staring into the mirror, bound by what they refuse. The journey deepens, stranger, and Tesla's voice lingers, urgent, clear. You are your impact, he said. But can you bear its weight? The next frequency waits, and it will shift everything. The hum evolves, a melody, delicate, threading through the soul like light through water. The third frequency, connection, lifts the soul from reflection's fire into a realm of luminous truth, where the veil of being thins. The soul senses the cosmos, not as an idea, but a living pulse, vast, interwoven. It is no longer solitary, no longer tethered to its earthly scars. It meets them, beings of light, formless yet radiant, their presence a quiet homecoming. These guides, Tesla named them, speak no words. Their voice is energy, a flood of visions, feelings, truths that pierce the soul, bypassing reason, awakening knowing. You see your life, not as moments, but as a strand in an endless web, tied to others, to stars, to time itself. The soul quakes, seeing the unity of all, a child's smile, a tree's fall, a galaxy's birth, all one, all alive. This is where memory stirs, the soul recalling what it knew before flesh. Connection is no sanctuary, but a test, profound, unyielding. The beings of light offer truth, not solace, showing the soul its role, its power, its cracks, its potential to mend or break the web. Some souls shrink, daunted by the vastness, unable to hold such scope. Others reach, eager, absorbing the light, becoming its bearers. These, Tesla said, return as visionaries, poets, those who see beyond the veil. Yet few cross this frequency, for what lies beyond is not for all. The trial is surrender, not to defeat, but to oneness. The soul must shed its sense of I, its need to stand apart, to join the greater flow. This is treacherous, for the self resists, clinging to identity. Tesla's voice, soft on the tape, warns of the danger. Some souls unravel, lost in the light's embrace. Those who endure hear the hum deepen, guiding them to the forbidden frequencies, where meaning shifts, where truth becomes sharp. The beings of light wait, silent as the soul chooses. To linger is to bask in wonder, to advance is to risk all. The hum calls, a beacon to the fourth frequency, where the soul faces itself anew. Tesla's words echo, reverent, piercing. You are the web, he said, but can you weave it? The cosmos holds its breath, and the next step nears. The melody sharpens, a note that slices through the soul, pulling it from connection's web into a corridor of infinite echoes. The fourth frequency, mirror chamber, is no simple stage, but a maze, cold, relentless, where the soul meets not its deeds, but its might-have-beens. The air crackles, charged, as if the universe pauses. The soul steps forward, and mirrors rise, endless, each revealing a different you, a life unchosen, a path untrod. These are not dreams, but truths, alive, humming in the cosmic field. One mirror shows you gentle, forgiving, bathed in light. Another reveals you cruel, driven by rage, eyes dark. A third unveils a hermit's life, seeking truth in silence. A fourth holds a sin, one you never committed, yet brushed against, its shadow heavy. Each self is real, not a ghost, but a living spark, born from a choice, a glance, a moment's doubt. The soul reels, for these lives coexist, their energies woven into eternity's fabric. The truth strikes. Every decision, every turn, created a world, a you, beyond the veil. The mirror chamber is dread. Tesla's voice trembles on the tape, urgent, raw. The soul does not just see. It lives these other selves, their triumphs, their pain, their essence. The burden is immense, for here you judge yourself, the cosmos a silent witness. Some souls break, pleading for reflection's simpler pain, unable to face their infinite forms. Others stand, embracing the paradox, finding power in their boundless nature. The trial is stark, unyielding. To pass, the soul must accept these mirrors, not as errors, but as pieces of its whole, threads in its light. Rejection binds you trapped in the chamber, facing what you deny. Tesla warned, his voice taught, this frequency shatters the unprepared, revealing the soul's vastness, its capacity to create, destroy. Those who move on feel the hum shift, a call to the fifth frequency, where time itself bends. The mirrors dim, but their glow remains, a mark of what was seen. The soul advances, changed, heavier. The next frequency hums, near, strange. Tesla's voice lingers, electric, true. You are every choice, he said, but can you hold them all? The chamber fades, and the cosmos waits. The hum roars, a cosmic surge that sweeps the soul from the mirror chamber into a void where time collapses. The fifth frequency, infinity, is no place, but an ocean, limitless, where past, present, future merge into one radiant now. The soul floats, unmoored, in a sea of potentials, each wave a moment, each glint a fate. The self blurs, and the soul sees not just its thread, but the weave of all things, eternal, unbroken. It is exhilarating, crushing, like touching the pulse of creation. In infinity, time's chain snaps. The soul sees its birth, its end, a word unspoken, a city yet to rise all at once, vibrant, whole. The mind, even free of flesh, strains, unready for eternity's weight. Yet patterns form, vivid knots of fate, events that ripple through the stars. Tesla's voice, faint on the tape, speaks of a flash from the heavens in the late 21st century, skies alight, machines stilled, children naming worlds unseen, nations dissolving, not in chaos, but in a quiet loss of meaning. Infinity is a trial, fierce, vast. The soul must shed its need for order, its grasp of sequence, to swim in the boundless. Some fragment, lost in the flood. Others glide, guided by the hum, now alive, purposeful. These, Tesla said, become prophets of possibility, seeing futures as currents, shaped by every choice. He saw humanity's pivot, a global soul teetering between awakening, oblivion, its path tied to this frequency's truth. The test is to stay whole, to hold the infinite without breaking. The soul feels all lives, all worlds, yet must keep its spark. Those who pass hear the hum soften, calling to the sixth frequency where essence is bared. Tesla's warning haunts, sharp, alive. You are everything, he said, but can you be nothing? The cosmos watches as the soul chooses to merge or to shine on. Infinity fades, its mark eternal, a map of forever in the soul's core. The next frequency hums, closer, stranger. Tesla's words echo, resonant, fierce. You are the sea, he whispered, but can you face its depths? The light calls and the soul must answer. The hum softens, a whisper now, yet piercing, like a single note from a distant cosmos, guiding the soul from infinity's vast ocean into a realm of stark purity. The sixth frequency, liberation, is no sanctuary, but a crucible, silent, profound, where the soul is stripped to its essence. The boundless visions of time fade, replaced by a void, not empty, but alive, pulsing with the weight of being itself. Here the soul stands alone, no mirrors, no webs, only itself, raw, unadorned. It is both terrifying, freeing, like shedding a skin you never knew you wore. In liberation, the soul faces its shadows, not as enemies but as burdens, pain, fear, pride, desire, every fragment that tethered it to the earthly illusion. These are not destroyed but released, falling away like ash in a quiet wind. The soul feels them lift, each release a wound healed, a chain broken. The anger you carried, it dissolves, its heat cooling into light. The sorrow you clutched, it drifts, leaving clarity in its wake. The ego, once fierce, crumbles, revealing a spark, pure, eternal. This is no gentle process, but a forging, each layer shed bringing the soul closer to its truth. The trial is unrelenting. Tesla's voice, faint on the hidden tape, carries a tremor of awe. Here the soul must let go, not of life, but of all that is not itself, to become light, unburdened, whole. Some resist, clinging to their shadows, afraid of what remains without them. These souls falter, caught in the void, unable to bear the nakedness of their own essence. Others surrender, not to loss, but to freedom, embracing the spark that was always there, beneath the weight of mortal flaws. Tesla called this the bone of light, the core that survives when all else falls. This frequency is a threshold, perilous, sacred. The soul, now radiant, touches something greater, not a god, not a force, but a presence, perhaps itself, perfected, or the cosmos, breathing as one. The hum, once a guide, merges with the soul, its rhythm now within, a pulse of eternity. Those who pass this trial glimpse the seventh frequency, a realm beyond words, beyond knowing. Tesla's warning, etched in static, is solemn, urgent. To reach liberation is to risk annihilation, he said, for what you release was never you, yet it defined you. The void recedes, but its silence lingers, a mark of what was shed. The soul, lighter, brighter, steps toward the final frequency, where all questions end. The hum is faint, almost gone, yet it calls, a promise, a challenge. Tesla's voice fades, reverent, electric. You are the spark, he whispered, but can you burn without form? The cosmos waits still as the soul nears the edge. The seventh frequency looms, and with it, a truth too vast to name. The journey peaks, and the light demands everything. The hum fades, not into absence, but into a stillness so profound it sings, a resonance that pulls the soul from liberation's radiant void into a realm beyond all realms. The seventh frequency, silence, is no place, no state, but a presence, infinite, formless, where even the cosmos holds its breath. The soul, stripped of all but its essence, steps into this quiet, not as a traveler, but as a fragment returning to the whole. There are no sights, no sounds, only a vastness, alive, enveloping, like light without source, like love without name. It is overwhelming, serene, the end of questions, the birth of all. In silence, the soul does not see, does not feel, does not know. For knowing implies separation, and here there is none. The boundaries of self, of time, of existence, dissolve, not into nothingness, but into everything, a unity so complete it defies thought. The soul is no longer a spark, but part of the flame, not a drop, but the ocean itself. Yet this is no loss, but a remembering, a return to what was always true, before birth, before fear, before the first breath. The silence speaks, not in words, but in being, and the soul listens, whole, eternal. This frequency is no trial, yet it is the greatest challenge. Tesla's voice, barely audible on the tape, breaks, heavy with reverence. Here the soul faces the unutterable, a truth so vast it could unravel the unprepared, not through pain but through its sheer weight. Some souls, Tesla warned, touch this silence and recoil, unable to surrender the final thread of self, retreating to earlier frequencies, seeking form, seeking meaning. Others merge, not vanishing but becoming, their essence woven into the fabric of all that is. This, he said, is the door that opens only when desire ceases, when the soul no longer seeks, but is. What lies in silence, Tesla could not say, or would not, his words cut off, a pause, long, haunting. "I am not permitted," he whispered, and the tape falls silent, as if the cosmos itself forbade the telling. Some believe this frequency is the end, a cycle complete, a transition to a new existence beyond comprehension. Others say it is madness, a glimpse of infinity that shatters the mind. The soul, in this moment, knows, but cannot carry the knowing back, for words, for thought, are too small. The silence lingers, eternal, as the soul rests, or moves, or simply is. The hum is gone, yet its echo lives, within, beyond. Tesla's final words, faint, electric, haunt the air. "You are the silence," he said, "but can you bear its song?" The cosmos waits, not watching, but being, as the soul dissolves or returns, or begins anew. The journey ends, or never ends, and the truth, vast, silent, holds all. The light is here, and it is you.